and welcome to my TBR jar video. So I just thought I would do a quick video showing you what is in my TBR jar. I actually just pulled out my book for the month of December, which is going to be the Jane Austen book club. So just know that that's in there. But it's really not a jar. It is this little like cup. I would call this a juice glass because that's what we used them for growing up. There are 12 books in here. They get me through 2014 basically. So let's dump it out and get going. Let's see. The first one is The Princess Bride, which I have had. Basically these are books that I've had on my shelf for years and I've never read. So The Princess Bride, which is the source material for the movie. I don't know which came first. I feel like the book came first. I don't know, but I think that's true. Next is The Glamorous Double Life of Isabelle bookbinder by Holly McLean. My sister bought this book for me a long time ago because for like Christmas or something, because people say like, oh, if you like the Shopaholic series, you'll love this. And it does sound interesting. I've just never gotten around to it for some reason. So yes. Next is 5 Things I Can't Live Without. I think this is also by a Holly, which is interesting. My name is Holly, in case you didn't know. It's my real name. I bought this book. It was like a bargain book, like my junior year of college, and I just never read it. And it is not a big book, so I don't know why I've been avoiding it. Next is Kingdom Keepers, Disney at Dawn, which is the second Kingdom Keepers book by Ridley Pearson. I don't know why I'm holding this up like you can read it. The Kingdom Keepers books, I feel like I have to sneeze. The Kingdom Keepers books, if I do, I'll just do whatever, take place in Disney World. And I've read the first one. I read it forever ago. I actually bought it in Disney World one time. And then I believe my dad has been reading them and he's actually like in them. I think like the 4th or 5th one around at this point. But I own the second one as well, so I need to read that. Next is Swallowing Stones, which is a book I bought relatively recently. I think I hauled it, but I knew from the content I would probably avoid it, so I wanted to just put it in here right away because it seems like a little dark and heavy for me. And now I sound really nasally, which is awful because I already sound nasally. The next book, I thought about not sharing this because I feel like people are gonna like judge me, but like 2 people watch my videos, so who cares? It's Going Rogue by Sarah Palin. I don't read a lot of nonfiction, so I thought it might be interesting. And I like Sarah Palin. Like, I think she's an interesting woman, and whether or not you like her politics, I think that that doesn't affect who she is as a woman and a human being. And I actually have a signed copy of her book, so I plan on reading that. But I've been avoiding it. I got that book. That was like right after the election, so 2009 I think. So it's been a while. Next is a Nicholas Sparks novel, which is A Bend in the Road. I've had this one for years and years, and I've just avoided it. And honestly, if you watch my November wrap-up, this one kind of reminds me of The Guardian, which is the one I was having trouble getting through. So I'm a little concerned that one will not actually get read to completion, but I will try. Next is Mirror Mirror by Gregory Maguire. He wrote Wicked and then the subsequent books, which I also own, although I've only read Wicked. And I've had Mirror Mirror for a little while, but for some reason, like basically all these, I just keep avoiding it, so I need to do that. Next is The Gatecrasher, which is a book by Madeline Wickham, which is actually I believe Sophie Kinsella's real name. So she writes under both names basically. I have never read a book by Madeline Wickham. For some reason the content always, like the storyline doesn't appeal to me the way her other books do, and I'm always afraid that if I read them it's gonna like destroy my image of who Sophie Kinsella is, which is just ridiculous. That's how I feel. She's probably my favorite author. Oh my gosh, I love her and her books. but I got this book at a book sale at a library for like 50 cents. So I need to read it, just get over my fears. For some reason this reminds me of when Heath Ledger passed away. It took me like a year and a half to watch a Heath Ledger movie because I like couldn't get it together. Just, that's ridiculous. That's just unnecessarily dramatic. So, yeah. Next is The American Heiress by Daisy Goodwin. I feel like I'm not saying all the authors, but it's only when I sort of know what they are that I'll say them. I bought this one also at a library book sale. It looked mildly interesting, but I also feel like it's the kind of book that I will just avoid until I finally get around to doing it. And it's a little different from what I would normally read, which is good. I'm trying to broaden my reading horizons. Next is Babyville. I believe this is by Jane Green. This is another one I just bought at a book sale years ago. Need to get around to it. I've never read anything by that author, so if I like it, then I can obviously know I can start checking out her other stuff. And the last book is Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister by Gregory Maguire. So I watched the movie forever ago. I think that movie was like practically when I was in middle school or something. Maybe not that long ago, but I remember enjoying the movie. And I bought the book, and I've had the book for 4 or 5 years now, and I've started reading it a couple times, but I don't know if the book isn't interesting or if I'm just not committed. So I figure if I put it in here, I will actually give it a shot. So that is my TBR jar. Thanks for watching. If you've read any of these books without spoilers, of course, let me know what you think about them or anything, especially since some of them kind of bought on a whim, so I don't know that much. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.